Happy 4th of July, everybody. What is up? This is Chase Oliver 68 here. Monday Night Raw review for July 4th. It was filmed last week. Most of us probably already read the spoilers. I kind of dibble-dabbled at the end of the spoilers, but you know what? This show, let me get right into it. So the show first opens up. We have John Cena coming out, and John Cena, basically what he's discussing about in this promo, the opening promo for Raw, was just that he did not like how CM Punk got suspended for expressing his own opinion. He said, "Aren't we in America? This is the First Amendment. Why in the heck is CM Punk suspended?" He was speaking his right, and then he went off and he said, you know, last year we had Daniel Bryan getting fired from this company for showing excessive violence. We've heard rumors of your signs being confiscated, and I called Vince, and damn it, I want an answer. I want to know where CM Punk is tonight. I want to know why he suspended CM Punk. And basically Cena was just expressing how he didn't like how CM Punk got suspended, and he wants answers from Vince tonight. Vince is on his way to the arena. So yeah, pretty much that's about it. And what I gotta say about this opening promo, I enjoyed this opening promo. I really liked it. What I liked about it was it felt really real. It didn't feel like the character Cena coming out and talking about, you know, what he normally talks about, cracking jokes. It felt like Cena as a person, you know, coming out here saying it wasn't fair. I know this is a PG show and we have our limits. You know, he was just saying that he understands what CM Punk said was wrong, but we can't forget him. Like, we're supposed to act like he doesn't exist. Cena didn't like that, and I just really liked it. When I get to my Money in the Bank predictions, you guys will get what I'm talking about when I said it feels real. Because this whole feud between Cena and Punk so far has a really real feeling to it. But like I said, when I get to my Money in the Bank predictions, I was talking that. Very good promo by Cena. Set the tone for a pretty good Raw for the whole night. First match we get on the card is a standard Divas tag match. Kelly and Eve versus the Bellas. Not that bad of a Divas tag match. Like I said, it was a standard Divas tag match. It had its moments, not really. Probably Kelly's botched stink space. She did not even hit Brie Bella or Nikki Bella, whichever Bella was in the ring at that time. But nonetheless, there was a lot of booty shaking going on in this match. And what I gotta mention the most is Keen's commentary during this match kind of felt like an old Jerry Lawler. You know, he was really interested in the women in his commentary. I don't know if it was because it was late when they taped that, but he was just really like. It felt like watching an old King commentator. He's like, "Oh man, we got the booty shaking. Oh no, Eve, are you okay? I'm gonna go check on her." You know, he was just all into the Divas, and I just wish he put the line in puppies, but it really just felt like Jerry Lawler again. It didn't feel like this old faced version of Jerry Lawler that we have in the WWE right now. So I really did enjoy that. I really did enjoy Jerry Lawler's commentary, but the match was standard at best. Then we get a tag match, another one, against Santino and Kozlov, and David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy. Go on to Raw like 2 weeks ago, watch this match again, or 3 weeks ago, whenever the hell this happened, watch it again, same match. You know, really, it gets to the point where the tag team division is really bad, but if you guys really don't care about your brands, because Kane's always on freaking Monday Night Raw anyways, why not you guys have it where you have an Uso tag team or the core tag team, you know, kind of get involved in that tag team mix and face the tag team champions in non-title matches, because we always see the same tag match on Raw. If you see Santino and Kozlov come out, you know it's going to be Michael McGillicuddy and David Otunga. You see Michael McGillicuddy and David Otunga, you know it's going to be Santino and Kozlov. And that's just the point. It gets annoying. It's kind of boring. It's just like, if you're going to have all these other tag teams on SmackDown, why don't you just bring them from SmackDown? Especially the Usos. The way they've been doing lately has been impressing me, and you could have done a core tag team match. It really didn't matter, but this tag team match was... So yeah. In other news, I just paid 50% on my car insurance by switching to Geico. But after R-Truth tells us that, Del Rio comes in, says it's his destiny, winks, wash, rinse, repeat every Del Rio promo. Get that. And then we get, I haven't born. He's talking to Sergeant Slaughter. And Sergeant Slaughter basically is saying, I can't wait to do the Pledge of Allegiance, but this will not be an Evan Bourne segment without Jack Swagger, suffering second cash. Jack Swagger comes out and he basically says, I shall lead to the Pledge of Allegiance here tonight. And Slaughter's like, well, you have to wrestle me, you maggot. And Swagger's like, let's do it. So they have a match. It wasn't that great of a match. You know, Slaughter did the job for Swagger like most veterans do. It's a good way, you know, to promote Swagger, showing that he was in the Money in the Bank, that he has won Money in the Bank in the past by showing that video package beforehand, and not only that, promoting him, showing that he could have a chance at winning again by getting a winner under his belt, especially 2 weeks left in the show. So yeah, Swagger basically wins after his pump handle powerbomb. Then after the match, he goes on and tries to attack the ankle lock to Sergeant Slaughter, and he has it locked in, and then Evan Bourne comes out, peace signs his way to victory, takes Swagger out, and then we get I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Classic Pledge of Allegiance, like that. So basically right now we had Evan Bourne and Sergeant Slaughter, you know, Evan Bourne and Jack Swagger kind of get billed for the Money in the Bank, showing that they still have a rivalry going on, and they're a featured rival in the Money in the Bank, so that was good. Up next, we had the #1 contendership triple threat match between Del Rio, Mysterio, and R-Truth, and I'm digging these triple threat matches that they have for the #1 contenderships. Triple threat matches, as of late, like, I just said this on Twitter, you put Mysterio and Del Rio in a match with someone else, and it ends up being a good match, and you get a good TV match out of this. Not a phenomenal match, but a good TV match between R-Truth, Rey Mysterio, and Del Rio. Served its purpose, because Del Rio is, you know, a guy that you could see, like, is a guy that Cena hasn't faced before, and Del Rio won the #1 contendership, or so we think as we go on to later tonight, but Del Rio wins the #1 contendership. Makes sense, because we haven't seen Del Rio and Cena feuded before, so it's all played. They're all playing off like, oh, who's going to replace Alberto Del Rio in the Money in the Bank? Well, we have to wait until later tonight to see what Cena and Vince have to say. So, basically, Del Rio wins after an arm breaker. Del Rio, new #1 contender. Moving on. And this was kind of a fresh thing. I know people are sick and tired of seeing this feud. I know I am. I mean, how many times do you have to play this feud before it gets really, really played out and boring? But it was fresh to see Kofi, Dolph Ziggler, and Vicky Guerrero come out to the ring celebrating Dolph Ziggler's birthday. The ring's all charpered with the red paint, and it has a cake that says Happy Birthday Dolph on there. Vicky's trying to sing Happy Birthday. The fans are just getting on there. She's like, excuse me, excuse me. And Dolph kind of cuts his own individual promo talking about how forget John Cena, forget The Miz, forget all these people, forget the WWE Championship. It's about me. As long as I'm the United States Champion, I'm the best thing. And my dog wants to lick my elbow for some reason. But he basically talks about how he needs to forget about everyone else and how he's the main focus. Kofi Kingston comes out, cuts his own little promo, and says that it was only thanks to Vicky that you are the United States Champion you are today. Dolph said that, Kofi, you're nowhere near my level. You are right here. You've always been there, while I've been up here, and I'm going to stay up here. I keep moving up and down, but while you stayed in that same level every time, I keep moving up, and that's pretty true what Dolph said. Kofi has always been in that little level right there. He can't seem to get up or down, and Dolph has been always moving up and down, up and down, up and down. So, pretty much that's about it. Kofi and Dolph have a little bit more exchange. Then they attack each other. Vicky gets cake on her ass. Who cares? But it was nice and fresh to see, you know, Dolph and Kofi interact instead of, like, you know, main eventers always interacting all the time. It was just fresh to see those two guys get on the mic and show us their mic skills, especially Dolph. I think Dolph is good on the mic, and it's rare to hear Kofi on the mic, so it's something that I really liked. Then we get into the main event of the evening, technically the main event match of the evening. Alex Wright versus The Miz. I like this match a lot more than their Capital Punishment match, which I thought was a pretty good match. Miz and A-Ride hit their moves completely. A-Ride wins with a backwards pin when Miz looked like he was going to win. And Miz, you know, he's just frustrated. And I really like this because they're playing it where Miz, his mind is freaking out because he can't beat A-Ride. He feels like he can't beat A-Ride. He's too shocked, and he can't believe that his old protege like is beating him. He does not like that. So Miz, after the match, snaps, attacks A-Rye, says, A-Rye, you're nothing, you're nothing, you're nothing, and basically throwing it. I really like what they did there, mainly because A-Rye winning the match, you know, produces him more for Money in the Bank, and also shows Miz's frustration of saying, I can't beat this guy, and I taught him everything I know. I'm the Miz, I should be beating him, and it builds more to the heel Miz character, making it more, a bit more of his serious tone that he's been putting on as of late in his heel character since, you know, losing the belt, so, or winning the belt, I mean. So yeah, it served its purpose. Good match once again for Raw. And then we get to the main promo of the evening, the last promo. Vince McMahon comes out. He basically talks about how he is happy to be here, but he said that he wanted to tell a story about CM Punk, and he said, CM Punk wanted too much money. He wanted private jets. He wanted all this stuff. I'm not going to give him that. And basically said that CM Punk is not worth anything. He's not worth the DVDs. He's not worth all this. He's not worth being on those sippy cups or collector cups, or whatever you want to call them. He just basically said CM Punk's not worth it. John Cena comes out, you know, kind of makes fun of Vince. And Vince goes, don't be like Hogan. Don't be like Shawn Michaels. Don't be like Stone Cold. See, Cena, I have nothing wrong with you. But the thing is, I fear I'm not going to take a chance with you losing the WWE title. I'm not going to take a chance of you losing this, Cena. And basically saying he didn't want to take a chance on Cena losing because he would feel embarrassed if Punk went to another promotion and showing off the title. That's what he said. And he basically said that you're replaceable to Cena. And then Cena's like, you know, right? You're right. It's your company. And Vince basically said, it's my company. It's my company. I do whatever I want. I don't care what happens to it. Pretty much how Vince feels about the company now. And Cena's like, yeah, you're right. It is your company. And then Vince is like, excuse me. It's like, you're right. It is your company. And this belt right here, if it stands for what you stand for right now, it doesn't mean anything to me. And he handed Vince the belt because he said he wanted Punk. He said Punk deserves the #1 contendership, which is true because Punk did win a #1 contender match, and he felt like Punk was robbed out of that, which is again true. And he said it's just not right that he got suspended for speaking his mind. And Cena's like, what if I say something wrong and take you off? You know what? If I'm replaceable, Cena hands him the championship belt. Cena walks away, puts his hat down, you know, acting all sad. That was a pretty good sadness by Cena there. And then Vince is like, wait, Cena, wait. I can't lose you yet. You gotta still sell more t-shirts. Really didn't say that, but you guys should get the joke. Comes up to Cena, gives him the belt, and says, you get Punk at Money in the Bank. And then Cena smiles like, why are you smiling? You shouldn't be smiling. Because if you lose to CM Punk, if CM Punk walks away with this title in Chicago, I will walk down that ramp and say, you're fired. And Cena's face was just like freaking out. So pretty much that's about it. So this Monday Night Raw, I thought it was a pretty decent show. I like the build-up though. The build-up of the show, like match-wise, it was decent. And the one thing I forgot to mention, the tag match, because it was completely forgettable and I didn't understand the point. Woo, 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 you know it. Zack Ryder came out and basically said that. So Zack Ryder had a TV appearance tonight, which I guess gets bonus points. I don't know. But this Raw, you know, I'm going to give it a solid B. You know, I just like the build-up to Money in the Bank. I like how they're using the money to make superstars, building them up, putting them in entertaining matches, and just trying to produce them as characters and trying to produce them as individual superstars who do have a chance at winning the Money in the Bank, you know, making it where you think this guy could win or that guy, you know, just producing their own characters. I love the Cena promo in the beginning and at the end, you know, it felt real to me. So that's pretty much about it. If you guys like this video, subscribe up above for more content from Chase Oliver 68. Wrestling Matters here, brother. Comment down below your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. Like or dislike this video, depending on your views. Follow me on Twitter. Add me on Skype, Chase Oliver 68. And I'm coming up close to the camera. You all know what that means.